It's been a minute, y'all, and we're back right here. Will Smith comes back and makes an apology video to Chris Rock about his infamous Academy Awards slap. Now, I mean, I think it's cool that he did this. It's about time. I mean, it only took him 3 months to come out and do this video, but like he said, I mean, he's been meditating, he's been thinking about it, probably wanted to make sure he comes out and says the right words. We all get it. But yeah, let's hear about what some of these things are that he had to say.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
So Chris is not talking to him, as he says, according to the video. Conspiracy theory alert right here. Some people say that slap was part of the Illuminati and that it was all fixed and to get ratings for the awards show and this and that. Now, that's going to be a whole nother discussion that I think I can get into later with some of the people that I've been talking to about this, and we can really go down that rabbit hole later. But for now, let's just stick to this script.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt.
I think Will understands that even though he got what he wanted, he got the award, the highest award, he was able to make, I don't know, some people call it bullying, some people call it whatever they call it, but Will Smith was able to just do what he did, sit back down, talk his trash, and then win the award afterwards. So it does speak volume that he decided to do this apology video. Who knows if a lot of movie roles that he was going to get were getting turned down now because of this. Who knows if there's going to be a lot of people that are going to protest his movies, that aren't going to go see him perform. So I think a lot of this apology video has to do with the revival of his career, because Will Smith is not dumb. And I'm sure people could say, well, he already got everything he wanted, so who cares? But that's not entirely true, because he's looking at the overall picture, but he's also looking at the overall future. And I think he knows that later on down the road, if he doesn't come out and do this apology soon, that this is going to come back to haunt him.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
One of the best questions was when Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? And he comes in saying that he made his own decisions with his own emotions from, I guess, where he's from and how he was raised and the things that he's been through. But what's very strange about that situation was that we all saw Will Smith laughing at the joke, right? And then after he laughed at the joke, Jada rolled her eyes, and then all of a sudden it was like he just snapped and a switch went off in his head. I mean, it's almost like he was under a spell.
It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe.
But yes, it was like he was almost under a spell. Like she had telepathically told him to do what he did. We all know that there was a very strange situation in that incident.
To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself, right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
This is the part of the apology that I have a problem with, is that I can't stand when people, to me, say that I'm human. What does that mean, man? That humans are average, that humans make constant mistakes? Because that's not what I truly believe in, and that's not the books that I'm reading. I believe that humans are super beings, superpowers, and have all kinds of strengths that the system tries to hold you back from and stop you from doing. And come on, people, this is not the first time you've heard this. I can't stand when people say that. And I've listened to a lot of Will Smith's speeches and a lot of his talks and interviews, and I can tell you right now that Will Smith does not believe that he is an average human. So I don't understand that part of his apology where he comes in and says that. It's like, okay, man, I don't really think that this is you talking. That's just my opinion of this apology video. I think that he is sincere in what he means, but now this is something, to me, I think that was orchestrated by his publicist, and I'm just not really believing all of it.
So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
He really did expose Hollywood, and he showed the darker side of Hollywood, that people will allow you to act like that, and then they will also allow you to win an award right afterwards. Now, I don't think that they should have took the award away from him just because of that, but I think it does go to show that they probably should have escorted him out of the building and said that he still has won his award, but that he won't be able to accept it here, to send a message out. Because now you got people like Dave Chappelle and other comedians getting attacked on stage, and now, they're starting to worry, like, is Will Smith the one that went and, opened this up to happen? So maybe that's another reason why he had to do this apology speech, was to protect other comedians. I don't know. Maybe that could be just another conspiracy theory. You also have to remember one thing too, people, that these people are actors. Okay? They are professional vessels, as somebody once explained to me, where they're able to take on a persona and a reality and convey the idea to you and make you believe it. And that's the reason why we give these people awards. Even Will Smith said in his speech, where life imitates art or art imitates life, he said something like that. So we need to understand that it's very hard sometimes to take an actor or an actress seriously, because it's just like, are you being serious or are you acting? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Tell me what your thoughts are.